Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski with DOstampingWithDawn.com, and welcome to another episode of How'd She Do That? And today I'm going to show you this envelope punch card that I created to kind of resemble the shape of a jar, though I'm not sure I completely succeeded in that, but it could also look like a muslin bag that with those drawstrings, or those organza bags that you use at weddings. So either way, I just think this is a cute card the way it turned out. So let's get started. So the first thing you need is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is just a half a piece, measures, let's see, 8.5 by 5.5. You're going to fold it in half. I've already done a little bit of stamping on the front of the card. Right there, and I've used the new Blended Bloom. This is a fabulous stamp. It's a single stamp. It's perfect for Stampin' Up's new Stampin' Blendabilities markers, but also it works great as just a stamp that you stamp with one color. So don't be afraid that you have to color it in each time. I think it has a lot of, get out your Stampin' Up envelope punch board. We're going to do a little bit of punching with it. And if you're not familiar with this, this has the measuring up here. And it measures, rather than left to right, it right to left. So be careful when I'm sharing the measurements that you're using the correct ones. Now this is the front of our card. Now this works because this is a lighter weight cardstock. Our Very Vanilla and Whisper White is a thinner cardstock, so I can cut through both at the same time. I wouldn't recommend the punch on some of our heavier weight cardstock. So I'm matching this edge up to the 1.5 inch mark. I'm going to punch it, and I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, this is the bottom of our card, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and we're going to add a punch look to the bottom. Now I'm coming as close as I can on this to show you how that works. So what you want to do is you want to slide this in. Now it's flat against this edge down here, all the way against the edge. I'm going to slide it till it just matches the opening on the left hand side. Here we go. There. And now I'm going to go ahead and punch that. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to match that opening again, just like I showed you, and then we're done with the board. Next thing I want to do is add this Baker's Twine. This is the new thick Baker's Twine. It comes in the in-color selections that was introduced a year ago. So we have one more year with these colors, and I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana to match the color that I stamped this with. I've already got this here, and it's about 17 inches. Now what you'll do is you'll come in through the center of the card like this, and we're just going to tie it around the card front. So I'll just do that real quick here. Okay, and there we go, just like tying your shoes. Okay, then we're going to add a banner piece. Now this is with Stampin' Up's banner framelits. It is the size of, from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have it here. It was cut in the Coastal Cabana cardstock, and then I added new texture with the lovely Lace Texture Impressions folder. Isn't this beautiful? It's one of my favorites right now. So we're going to add that to the card about right here. I only really need a piece of adhesive at the top. So what I'm going to use is Stampin' Up's new Fast Fuse, and it is a stronger adhesive than the Stampin' Snail. So what I want to do is I want to place this against here, and I'm going to draw it towards me. Now sometimes what will happen is that the tape isn't really right up against the edge, so what I'm doing is I'm just rolling this to get it to where it'll start really nice for me. So now it's there. I'm going to start it right here, And sometimes what will happen is I'll have a little bit of trouble with the adhesive. It kind of gets maybe what might be called stringy. So some tips have been to like pull, when you pull this away from it, don't pull it towards yourself. I like to pull it actually back towards it, and it comes off perfectly every time. So give that a try if you're having a little bit of trouble with it. But it's right there at the top there. It's nice and strong. And I'm just going to add it to my card right here, just underneath the string. Okay. I'm not worried about the rest of this, but what I like is this is the perfect adhesive for adding texture panels to your card. I used to use lots of snail, and I don't think you'll have to use as much adhesive when you use this product. Next is the greeting, and that comes from the set called Num Num, and it's, you know, it certainly lends itself towards treat packaging, but there are some images, so don't overlook this. There's images that can be used for your regular card making. Hey there, cupcake, great for birthdays, just a little something special for you. Enjoy, even the sweetie pie. So take a second look at this if you've overlooked it, because it's kind of a cute set. We're using, let's see, just a little something for you. I'll bring it in here, and I've already pre-stamped it. This is the Coastal Cabana again, and I have already pre-punched it. This is the 1 3/4 inch circle punch that I've punched it out in. Now you can see for the positioning of this, I have it just a little over the halfway mark, so I want it up a little bit, because I'm going to come in with some punching. This is the new set of punches. It's a triple pack. It's the Itty Bitty Accents punch, and we're going to use the flower. Now, I've already punched out the flower. I've punched 3 of them, and I've added glue dots to them, and I've already punched out some leaves. Now, the leaves came from, this is the Bird Builder punch, and I've just taken a little bit of, this is the Pistachio Pudding, and I don't need a full leaf, so I'm just kind of coming in a little bit like this. And let me give you some recommendations for punches like this. I like to keep this flat on the table, and then I prefer to actually stand up when I'm doing this, and then I push up, put all my power into it, my weight if you want to say, and then it comes out perfectly. Now, like I say, I didn't need the whole stem, so that's why I'm just using a smaller piece of cardstock here. All right, so we're ready to kind of put our little floral design together, and I'm using some glue dots, and we'll just add that here. Don't want to cover up my words. And right now I'm not worried whether my stems come off, because I'm just going to trim them on the back side here. There we go. Then with the flowers, I do want to kind of fluff them up a little bit. So I don't know if you can see that. I just kind of bend the edges a little bit. And we'll strategically place those as well. And then we'll add, what we'll add for a final touch is some pearls, our jewel pearls. I have them somewhere on the table here. Hold on, I'll get the last one on here. Because it just, I'll tell you, it doesn't look cute. It looks okay, but it looks great once we add these pearls to it. So they are our final touch. Do that real quick. See there? What did I tell you? How cute is that? We're going to just add a little bit of dimensionals on the back here. I love dimensionals. I use all the pieces on that, all the sides and edges. And then finally, just add it to our card. So how quick and easy was this card, and yet it gives a bit of a unique look to it. Here we go, so you can see. And just like that, I'm just really tickled the way this card turned out. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So have fun making your own envelope punch jar cards, if you want to call it. Be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingwithDawn.com for lots more creative ideas and inspiration.